My name is Aileen.
Aileen?
Ayleen. Totally normal woman. You have to hire me because I'm pregnant.
Because you're pregnant?
That's right. If you turn me down, I'm going to tell.
And they're very beautiful. I like. Oh, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck
I
is
ate some
that?
mandarin orange.
Farts make my baby want to come out.
The farts make your baby want to come out? The doctor's on his way. The doctor's on his way. Do you need help? Are you okay? Okay.
I'm okay.
Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. It's okay. Breathe. Breathe.
I'm breathing.
Breathe. 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 It's okay.
This is my daughter.
Your daughter doesn't have a head.
What the fuck did you just say?
What was your
Excited
name?
to be here. Excited to be here. Michael Bonaparte.
Michael Bonaparte?
Bonaparte.
Oh, Michael Bonaparte. Sorry.
Yep, I get Bonaparte all the time.
So yeah, you're here to interview for the man of the house position.
Great, great.
And we're gonna have some questions.
Give me just 1 second. I get a phone call. Hey, boo boo. No, I can't. I'm in the interview right now. I don't know, like a dumb suit. Like an ugly suit. What am I wearing? Oh, I don't know, like a white. I can't do this right now. I'm in an interview. You're bad. No, you're bad. No, you're bad. No, you're bad.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Michael.
No, you're so bad.
Hey, Michael.
I can't. I'm in an interview.
Hey, Michael.
He's trying to get me to. I gotta do the interview. All right, I'll call you back later. What was that?
I'm the Urban Avenger. Between the hours of midnight and 4 a.m., I kind of just walk around block to block, making sure people don't steal catalytic converters. This is my my magic stick, and it's magic insofar as if it were to be leveled to a shin, it'd be pretty painful.
You're just bludgeoning people with it.
Yep. But I haven't actually bludgeoned anyone yet. My tactic to this point is if I see some catalytic converter theft happening, I walk up and I go, "Hey, what are you? And then I run, because it's always possible that they're armed with something more potent than my magical stick, like a gun. Would you like to hear about my origin story as a superhero? Like most superheroes do? I had my catalytic converter stolen. You know what they say, if it happens to somebody else, oh, that's too bad. If it happens to you,
You better put on a mask.
you better put on a mask. You better mount up. Regulators, mount up.
Mr. Grayson.
Hey,
It's me, Mr. Roland.
I know who you are. My arch nemesis,
Look at us.
my rival,
Right back again, huh?
right back here.
Look, what am I applying for? Let's cut the shit. I don't like you, you don't like me.
Well, you have the esteemed pleasure of interviewing to be a gibberish translator.
Okay.
Hooba flippy cloggers, says Warm Winter. And can we get a translation for that?
That one I think means Mr. Grayson sucks.
Slip nub mackerel.
Mr. Grayson looks like shit.
Mushy tart submarine horse.
Mr. Grayson's a piece of shit. I'm getting nailed it, correct. We're getting that it's right. I don't know what to tell you.
Leisasa 1 million JB as one of us.
And that's, Mr. Grayson could never be considered a sensual lover because he doesn't understand his own body.
My name is Aileen.
Aileen?
Ayleen. Totally normal woman. You have to hire me because I'm pregnant.
Because you're pregnant?
That's right. If you turn me down, I'm going to tell.
And they're very beautiful. I like. Oh, I'm so sorry.
What the fuck
I
is
ate some
that?
mandarin orange.
Farts make my baby want to come out.
The farts make your baby want to come out? The doctor's on his way. The doctor's on his way. Do you need help? Are you okay? Okay.
I'm okay.
Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. It's okay. Breathe. Breathe.
I'm breathing.
Breathe. 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 It's okay.
This is my daughter.
Your daughter doesn't have a head.
What the fuck did you just say?
Excited to be here. Excited to be here. Michael Bonaparte.
Michael Bonaparte?
Bonaparte.
Oh, Michael Bonaparte. Sorry.
Yep, I get Bonaparte all the time.
So yeah, you're here to interview for the man of the house position.
Great.
And we're gonna have some questions.
Give me just 1 second. I'm getting a phone call. Hey, boo boo. No, I can't. I'm in the interview right now. I don't know, like a dumb suit. Like an ugly suit. What am I wearing? Oh, I don't know, like a white. I can't do this right now. I'm in an interview. You're bad. No, you're bad. No, you're bad. No, you're bad.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Michael.
No, you're so bad.
Hey, Michael.
I can't. I'm in an interview.
It's Everything Now, an interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to pick dialogue or make choices. You can pay to play sound effects that have in-show ramifications.
Road ends in 100 feet.
Submit images over Twitter and Discord for us to use. Or just hop in the chat and suggest what you think we should do. It's your show too, friend. Every episode is its own sandbox to play in. There's never a dull moment. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Hey everybody, it's your old friend Dr. Ass. How's it going? Welcome to my home office here. Scholar for Christ, Plastic Citizen, Scout Too Many T's, You're Breathing Manually, Slap Factory, Wavy Line, Sun Bro, everyone. Welcome. It's really great to have you all. Crust to Death says bricked. Good. That means you're ready to do psychoanalysis. Thanks for joining me today and giving me a hand with everything. Mike is loud. I will have my assistant work on that. As you know, canonically, my assistant and her boyfriend are just in the other room. They will be listening in on the session, but it is okay. They are just doing it because they are bored. You don't have to worry. Yes, it is windy outside. I have not had a chance to fix that asset yet, but don't worry about that. That will not come up, probably. I'm doing therapy today. I'm helping out some new patients, some old, and basically I'm just going to be, Mike's sounding good now, thank you very much, Abby Sally. Basically I'm just going to be talking through with them, what's going on in their lives, how can I help, what can we do. You in the chat can help out. If you sub, you can write a prescription for them, whatever you want. We do whatever we want here. We can give pills. We can make them do things. It's our call. Of course, for $5, I can have them role play with a doll. Maybe somebody in their life. They can do some kind of role play with them. And as you know, it will be the doll that has a dick and balls. So, if that's relevant at all, that will, we do have that. You can also have them speak on that a little further. Tell them how it makes them feel, kind of thing. Yeah. You can also have them tell you about their mother, which is a rich source of psychological torment, so there's a lot there. Let's go ahead and turn the sound alerts all up a lot. And not the sound alerts, whatever these crowd sounds are. And I think that pretty much got what am I missing? One of the sound alerts? There's probably something else, but you get the idea. I am Dr. Ass. I am not one of these hoity-toity licensed clinicians. I learned my therapy where it counts. Wikipedia, YouTube, Audible. And I'm going to take that information and help people out. Plastic Citizen, I can't recommend against that enough. If you need to talk to me about that, book an appointment, $300. The other thing is Discord. Go ahead and join our Discord because I might get an emergency call. And no, I might get an emergency call, that's true, but you should join our Discord because we have Rorschach images where I will get a sense of who my patients are and what they're like based on what they see in those images. So don't forget to join the Discord so you can submit some of the Rorschach tests, and then I'll see if they get it right or not. And then if I get an emergency call, we'll deal with it then. I try to be there for all my patients whenever I can. So my first appointment of the day should be starting any minute now. You seem rather scatterbrained. Look, there's a lot of it's a tough time right now in society. So I'm getting a little empathy swamped, and sometimes that can. Yeah, hey, come in.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi.
Hey,
Dr. Ass?
Yes.
Hi. Junso Park.
Junso Park. Okay. Welcome. New patient.
Yes.
Great. So we'll get to know you a little bit.
I'd like you to tell me a little bit more about your
One
mother.
of the first things I'm going to ask you is, first off, don't look at me.
Oh, sorry.
Do not ever look at me.
Okay.
Because the therapy will not work if you look at me.
Got it.
And tell me a little bit about your mother. That's maybe how we're going to lead in here.
Sure. So, I grew up in Seoul. And
Korea?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Korean. I don't know if that wasn't clear.
It was not, so thank you for clarifying that.
My mother, she owned like a small coffee shop, and she wanted the best for me. She was very sweet, kind woman, caring. Honestly, probably better to me than I deserved for the type of son that I was. But that's not really what I was here to talk about.
What type of son were you, would you say?
I had a gambling addiction.
Okay.
So that, I feel like a lot of the time maybe when I should have been supporting her, because the coffee shop, helped her make ends meet, but there were obviously hard times. And my struggles with gambling, I think maybe made it more difficult for her and for, our whole sort of family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I ask this?
I'm not sure. You haven't asked what it is yet.
Do you have a Netflix account?
No, I don't watch
Okay.
a lot of TV. I can't really afford it because of the whole gambling thing.
That makes sense, totally. Well, this is $300 this session. That's not negotiable, just so we're
All
clear
right,
on that.
that's something that I'm sure I can figure out with the ponies.
Okay. Not my business. Maybe my business. We'll see. Well, basically, just your life has a striking resemblance to this show called Squid Game. Do you know what that is at all?
Is that like one of those nature documentaries?
No, it's like a Netflix show where this guy has a gambling addiction that's destroying his mother's life, and he signs up. This like weird guy finds him in the subway and starts slapping him around a lot.
That happened to me.
Okay, really?
That did happen to me.
Let's speak on that a little bit.
I was in the subway. This guy comes in. He's like, "Do you want to play this game?" I'm like, "Is there gambling involved?" He's like, "Yeah, that's the whole point." I was like, "I'm in." So we play this game. I'm trying to flip over this piece of paper. I'm losing. I'm getting frustrated. And then, he like kind of beat the shit out of me. Because I didn't have any money to like settle up when I had lost at the end. And he gave me this card that was basically like an invitation.
And tell me what you see.
Okay, I want to get into that further because it's very interesting. But first, I'm going to show you this image. I want you to tell me what it is.
Okay.
Keep in mind, there's no right answer. There are wrong answers, but there's no right answer. So just say whatever's on your mind.
That to me looks like a winning hand.
That is incorrect.
That looks like a winning hand to me.
It is not. That is not what that is. Okay, so that's not a good sign. So speak on this a little further. This man's slapping you around in the subway.
Yeah.
Does he offer you this sort of greater game you can participate in?
Yeah, that's actually exactly what happens. So I'm in there. I accept, obviously, because he says that I can win a lot of money. And, you know, if there's one thing about me, it's that I really love
Have a gambling
money.
addiction.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Love to win money. Love to have money. And so I accept. I go to this bus stop, get in the van, gas comes in, I pass out, I wake up, I'm in sort of like a barracks. It's me and a bunch of other Korean people. We're all Korean.
Including you?
Yeah, we're all
Okay.
Korean.
Okay.
I'm Korean.
Yep, yep.
Then there's these other guys who are wearing masks, so it's hard to tell if they're Korean.
And they all kind
But
of
they're
look the
speaking
same?
Korean,
Yeah.
which I'm also speaking.
Okay.
We're all speaking Korean. We're all Korean. And they come in and they're like, you know, we're going to play these games. And if you win the games at the end, you get all the money. And I'm like, nice. I love money. That's kind of like my whole thing. So I have to kill all these people.
You kill them.
Well, I do. Other people do.
In the beginning,
it's kind
is
of
there
like a
some
gray
kind of
area.
weird doll that's like a giant girl, and she's like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this giant weird doll. It's killing people. I'm killing people. The masked guys are killing people. It was kind of like a Squid Game, really, when I think about it.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean when you say that? Because you didn't know what I was talking about with Squid Game.
I guess it was just like... There were like many sort of like...
I'm sorry to stop you, we're getting several requests for you to speak Korean, if that would be possible. Yeah, we're getting, multiple people are asking if you could speak Korean.
No.
Okay. We'll get to that
I'm
when
gonna
you're
pass
comfortable.
on that.
When you're comfortable,
I
we'll
can
get to
do
that.
it.
Yeah, I believe you can. We'll get to it when you're
Great.
comfortable. So, you're murdering people?
Yep.
You're killing a bunch of people?
Well, murdering, it's like, is it murder if it's in the context of the game?
I would say 100%. So, let's
like a
jump
gray
ahead
area.
a little bit here. You're here with me now.
Yes.
So I'm assuming you won the Squid Game?
Yeah, I won the game, but I guess the reason I'm here specifically is it was just like, oh god, it was so fun. I was
Really?
having so much fun. I was playing all these games. It was like way more exciting than betting on the ponies or playing cards. I was like,
The adrenaline?
yeah, the adrenaline was awesome. I was making a lot of cool friends who eventually I did after, but they were all really chill. Everyone was super nice. What was that?
It's just someone's upset about the fact that you're sort of getting off on murder, but don't worry, this is a judgment-free zone here.
And again, I don't find it as murder. I feel that it's more like playing the game.
Okay. I have another piece of media I'm curious if you've seen. Have you ever seen a movie called The Deer Hunter?
Can't say that I have.
Okay.
Not much of a media guy.
Okay, that's interesting.
Don't really get into media all
You're
that
mostly
much.
gambling.
I'm
Okay.
gambling a lot.
Have you considered finding a group of war veterans that you can play Russian roulette with?
That's interesting. I've not considered that. And what is that?
Thank you so much for this, Plastic Citizen. Russian roulette is when you get a gun, like a pistol, and you put one bullet in the chamber, and you spin in the chamber, and then you pass this gun around, one by one, and everyone pulls the trigger. And, there's like a 1 in 6 chance of you dying, basically.
Should we do that right now?
I would rather not do it, because I don't have that sort of urge that you're describing.
Okay.
But my advice to you would be, you'll probably be dead within a couple months, just statistically speaking.
I don't know why you say that.
Just the sheer numbers involved. But I think you should try to find a group of Vietnam War veterans that you can play Russian roulette with.
Vietnam War. Now, is that the war between America and Vietnam?
Yes.
See, I'm Korean, so
Okay.
when you say that, I'm like,
I feel like you
what
would
is he
still know
talking
about it, but that's okay.
Yeah, but it's just like we don't have a Vietnam War.
And
like
did we
didn't
get
really go
did
to
we
war
get
with
a
Vietnam.
prescription from Plastic Citizen?
So it's different for us Koreans.
You went to war with America. So does that feel weird that you're now in America?
Yeah, we actually call that the American War.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. So is it weird being here now?
In America?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I bet.
it is
I
weird
bet.
for me. That
You
is
ready
weird.
to speak Korean yet, by the way?
It's just like you won't understand me, so it doesn't really make sense for me to do
I think
that.
we've got some Koreans in the chat who are asking. Yeah. So maybe if you just want to say to them, hello, good afternoon, I hope you're having a great day, or something like that.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Do you need to check your phone or something before?
Don't have it.
Oh.
Don't have it.
That's
But
gonna
that's
be
not a
tough.
problem. I'll just say it right now.
And let's see if we can get that, I heard betting on Taiwanese ping pong is a good time. So we can make you eat banana chips. I do have some banana chips. I do have some banana chips. Let me go get those.
I don't like that.
Let me go get those while you speak Korean.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab
I'll just
those.
speak some quick Korean right now.
1 second.
And did the microphones pick that up?
What are you talking about?
I was just speaking Korean. Let me try that again. Okay, and they're spilling everywhere. And they've spilled a lot. And so I just spoke some Korean, you missed it, but
Okay.
I did speak it fluently, so that's not a problem. A lot of cat hair.
Maybe don't put those back in the bag.
Yeah, I
You wanna
guess.
just give
Oh,
those to
spilling
me?
them more, spilling more.
Just give those to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was, we probably should have had it closed.
There's a lot of cat hair on
So
these.
much cat hair.
Sorry, those are my cats.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope that explains. I hope that satisfies your Korean citizens in the chat.
Yeah,
My
so just-
fellow Koreans.
Go ahead and eat those quietly, and
And they do stink. They do smell
they
really
are
bad.
gonna smell bad.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. You'd think they would just smell like bananas and
Yeah.
taste like bananas, but there's this sort of strange savoriness to them. That's
And this is
very
gonna help me, you
unpleasant.
said?
It's just this is what you've been prescribed.
Right. So that
this is-
that generally means that it's like to help me in some way, right?
Yeah, look, help isn't a linear thing. Sometimes you need to put yourself in a position of, uncomfortableness or uncertainty, and then in the long run, it's going to help.
I am very uncomfortable.
Grab another pen. So we said you can do most dangerous game.
That's good. That's good on those, I think.
You can sign up to be hunted, maybe. Have you thought about that?
Like by a guy?
Yeah. That might be fun. That might be cool. One thing I can say, take this any way you want. Do you want to maybe work on reducing the addiction you have to that adrenaline so that you can have a normal life where you don't feel a constant need to have the uncertainty of death lingering over you?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I feel like it's cool.
That's cool.
I think it's cool to have that.
To each their own.
Seems like it would be boring to not like have a constant sort of like desire, more stronger than a desire, really, an addiction, compulsion to danger
That's
and
what it is.
life-threatening situations.
I will say it's extremely dangerous on a just moment-to-moment level because you're going to be putting yourself in situations you could possibly die, and
Right.
that much adrenaline coursing through your veins all the time will have a very detrimental effect on your health overall.
Will my dick still work?
Probably. I haven't really looked into that.
Okay.
I would have to read some Wikipedia pages about that before I can get back like a solid answer to you on that.
Because it hasn't been for a while.
Okay.
And that was kind of the main reason I was coming in.
Dick, you just want your dick to work?
Yeah, I mean,
It isn't working.
I think that would help.
And can you give me some, not to get graphic, but like go into it. What's not working? Can't get it up?
No, can't get it down.
Can't get it down.
Can't get it down. Yeah, I'm
So you're
actually
like in a
fully
crank-
erect right now.
You're like in a crank situation where...
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen Crank?
No, don't know what that is.
Okay.
Have a look
It's
at
a
this
movie
image
about-
and tell me what you see.
We're going to look at another Rorschach test, but Crank is basically a movie where a guy has to keep his adrenaline pumping at a very high level or he dies.
And his dick is hard all the time?
He has sex at one point. Okay, so look at this image. Tell me what you see here. Remember, there's no right answers. There are wrong answers, but there are no right answers.
Okay. That to me kind of looks like what my dick looks like all the time.
Can we put that back up? This is what your dick looks like?
That's what I'm seeing. It's like erect, hard, straight up all the time.
And which
And there's
part?
a tiny little green man sucking on it
Okay,
sometimes.
so the bong is what your dick looks like.
Yeah.
Then you have tiny guys sucking on it.
Yeah.
And then there's a lightsaber involved as well in some situation.
No,
Okay.
but
So it's
I'm
not
just
100%
interpreting.
match,
I'm just
so it's
interpreting.
wrong. So it's incorrect.
Okay.
That's okay. You're allowed to be wrong. It's just I need to know that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was Yoda hitting the bong with a lightsaber, just for your reference, just for your.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So
I don't know what Yoda is.
Wow. Yes, you're not a big media guy. I forgot.
Don't do media really.
Okay. All
Big
right.
gambling guy.
So I'm gonna recap what we got going on here. You have a compulsion to near-death experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It has made your dick permanently hard.
Yeah.
You've come here not to sort of get this compulsion under control, not to get advice on cool ways to feel adrenaline, but just to soften your cock, basically, is what
I mean, that would be great. That would be nice, because it's like hard to put on pants. I have to kind of wear these sweats basically all the time, so that it's like, stuff that's like a little bit more loose fitting. If I'm in denim or something, it's chafing. So,
All right, so maybe some people here can give me advice on how to not be erect. And just off the top of my head, think about baseball. You must know baseball because you can bet on that. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That's not even a movie. That's
a sport?
Yeah.
It's a sport. And what about that would make my dick not hard?
It's just, you think about like statistics and numbers and things that aren't necessarily arousing, and that's just like an old classic.
See, when I think about baseball, I'm thinking about all those cute boys.
Okay.
So that's not
fine.
helping me really.
Okay.
I'm thinking about them in their baseball
Let's
pants.
see. Think about old ladies knitting.
They're athletes. They're strong. They have big, strong muscles.
Okay,
so that's
yeah.
not gonna work for me.
We're getting some advice here, which is: have you tried coming? Have you tried jerking it? Have you tried like?
Gosh, yes, yeah, I have.
And still, as if nothing happened.
It's like I come and then it's just like it's still there. And I'm like, what the heck? You know? So for me, it's a problem.
Wow. Okay. So this is new for me. I'll be honest. I've never had someone with I think you're supposed to call the hospital, like if you take Viagra and your dick doesn't go down for 4 hours.
They all just say congratulations.
They just think thank you. They're congratulating.
They don't thank me, but they say, whoa, nice. I say, this isn't nice for me. This actually is very painful and inconvenient. And they just go in for pounds and high fives and stuff, and like they bow to me. I'm just like, please, no.
We've got, think about something very embarrassing to you: castration, overdose on Viagra, wearing a sock afterwards might help.
I'm actually wearing 2 socks right now.
Yeah, I don't think. Okay. Think about a big spinning blade. There's a lot of stuff about like losing your dick is some advice, so I don't want to do that.
I'd rather not.
I agree. I don't want to get to that.
If I could keep my dick and just make it less hard all the time.
Okay, I'm getting some advice that is truly disgusting to have to say out loud, but I do think these would all help at the same time. Yeah, you could drink a lot of whiskey. A lot of cut it off. I really want to try to avoid that one.
Yeah.
Meat. Yeah, these will all work, but let's try to do one that's okay. Freezing it. Take muscle relaxers. 3-legged pants and a third shoe.
That's interesting.
Yes.
So
Ice
you're
baths.
Have like a third pant leg for my penis?
Yeah, just sort of act like you have 3 legs or something. Put
See,
some
my
ice
penis
on
is it's not like really big, it's just hard all the time. It's not like super small. It's like normal size. But I feel like I don't need a third pant leg, you know?
That might be too obvious. Again, I'm getting some advice here that I think is good, but it's just even reading it is making my stomach hurt a little bit. So I'm going to try to avoid getting into all of those. Try leeches. Yeah, maybe you need less blood. That would be my first thought
interesting.
about it as well.
I have been drinking a lot of blood.
One guy is really stressing that you should think about your dad. One guy is really pushing that hard.
Okay. Yeah, my dad's kind of been out of the picture for a while. It's mainly just my mom who owns the little coffee shop.
Right. Put a top hat on it. Are you going to be in the second Squid Game?
Man, I hope so. I've been kind of like, really putting my name out there for it.
Aren't you automatically enrolled in the next Squid Game if you win the last one?
I think it's more like you become kind of like one of the like producers. You know, you're sort of in more of like a producer role because it's like spoilers. If you have already done it, you're like, you know, you've gotten an advantage because you've already played the game. I would love to do like a season 40 Survivor thing, which is the one piece of media that I have seen, where they get all the winners from previous Squid Games, and it's like winners at Squid Game, winners at war, you know, where it's like all your faves from previous Squid Games, and they come in and they're doing challenges. Maybe we get Jeff Probst. He's in there. He's saying like, Koreans, get in here, and then
And that's you. And that's you.
and that's me.
Okay. So real quick, I don't want to lose this. I'm getting some advice, which is you should try acting it out. Assert your dominance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, try to
assert my dominance to my
over
dick.
your own dick. Like, try to make sure it knows you're in charge.
You soften up.
Yeah. Really, like,
You go down
believe
like that.
You have that. And then the other thing, which is true, is like, I don't know if this is my specialty, so I might have to refer you to a specialist.
Okay. And what is your specialty?
I'm just a therapist. I make people normal.
Got it.
You seem like a pretty stand-up normal guy. It's just that your dick can't
very
get
normal.
And that seems like a medical issue. You know, psychologically having the authority over your penis to decide if it goes up or down or not, that's something we could maybe get into. But I think I just want to take
Are there
you-
some things maybe that I could try saying to my penis that would make it go down? Like
and maybe
like a mantra of some
people
sort?
can help me maybe with
That might help,
visit
because I don't really
Meatspin
know what to
website.
say.
I don't think that would work for you based on the conversation we had earlier. Yeah, maybe a lot of like give it a top hat and shirt and just kind of live with it, but I don't think that's good for your health. So
I like this idea of sort of like treating it as like another, you know.
Yeah, are you the alpha
entity.
or is the penis the alpha? This is what we're trying to give. So
Maybe
so
you can sort of like do the voice of my penis.
I don't
and
want to
that'll
do
help
that,
me.
but
That will like help me have this, because it's like feeling very one-sided. And if I could kind of like empathize with my penis by giving it a personality of some sort, that might help me.
okay, let's get some phrases we can say to the penis, and then maybe I'll have a little back and forth based on those. But right now we're still getting a lot of just really disgusting things to do that I don't want to read because they make my stomach hurt. But go tiny, Mr. Pee-Pee. That's one.
Okay. We could try that. Should I say that, or?
Yeah, say it. See if it does anything.
Go tiny, Mr. Pee-Pee.
Anything? So I'm getting one advice that is, if your penis was speaking, which, hello, this is your penis, I am tired, please let me take a nap, but we don't want that.
Well,
why
don't we want that?
Well,
maybe,
because
maybe that's how he feels.
We're trying to get things you are going, down boy down, we have gaslight your dick sort of generally.
Like I could say like, you're not hard right now. You've never
Then I
even
can
been
be
hard.
like, but I feel like I am hard.
You hard? Please. You're the opposite of hard right now.
But I'm entirely full of blood right now.
You're crazy. You're acting so insane right now. If you were hard right now, I think I would know.
Maybe I'm acting insane right now because I'm erect and I'm just singularly focused on putting myself inside of something.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, that's
You
not
shut
working.
up.
That's not working.
You're right.
Take
How
your
did you know
penis
that?
walking, like distance walking. Make it exhausted and it will fall asleep. Get it a Big Mac? I don't know. I don't know how that would even work.
I haven't tried that.
Oh, you could sort of be like, oh, it would totally suck if you went soft right now.
Oh,
like to
that's good.
reverse
Like maybe it's
psychology.
doing it this to spite me, and if I were to act like, okay, all right, that's interesting. I don't even want to be soft right now.
Sorry, we're getting Lost in Parade's own penis on streaming website. Which was just a funny concept, but not relevant to you. You're a Korean man.
That's right.
We have a thing where it's like you can set up a old sawmill, one of those giant saws, and you can sort of tape your penis to it and then have it get closer and closer and see if it will retract.
That's
out of fear.
interesting.
Have you tried? Question is, have you tried talking to your penis? Yeah, we've been doing that pretty much for 5 minutes now. Sometimes it helps to sing it to sleep.
Maybe you could sing a song.
That's not what I do. But
All
I can reference. I can write you a reference.
Tell me more about how that makes you feel.
But first, let's
Makes
talk
me
about.
sad that you won't sing to my penis, to
Okay.
be totally honest.
That's not
'Cause I thought that was
exactly-
a cool idea.
Okay.
I thought that could have been really fun for everybody here.
If I sang to your penis.
I don't know.
Okay. I'm a doctor, right?
And I'm a patient.
I'm not just some. I'm not a joke, right? I'm a serious man. I read lots of Wikipedia pages and watched lots of YouTube videos to get to this point.
Well, Mr. Serious Man, why can't you make my dick soft?
Because it sounds. I'm trying to give you things where you can maybe talk your penis into being soft, but it sounds like a medical issue.
All right, well, I think we need to pick a thing.
I'm going to recommend two things.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to a doctor who will give you a leech treatment to remove a lot of blood from your body.
Okay.
So that will. It will
I have been drinking a lot of blood.
Okay. So we want to stop doing that.
Is that bad?
Yes. We're going to want to stop doing that.
What should I drink?
Water, soda,
Ugh.
juice. Cranberry juice looks like blood. Drink more things like that. And then maybe I'll send you to like a singer. We could try that as well. Is that at all?
I kind of want you to try singing.
I'm not going to do that. I'm
think
not
it
going to
would help.
sing to your penis.
I think it would help.
I will find someone to sing to your penis, but it will not be me.
All right.
All right.
Well,
did we try freezing his penis in a block of ice? Okay. I think we're done with those suggestions, certainly. So yeah, we'll get.
what was that boo for?
Does they want me to sing to your penis? What song do you think would make your penis go down?
I don't know. That's a good question. Something about like going down or like retreating.
A song about retreating?
Or like
Usually
turning
songs are about
around.
not retreating. Usually songs are about pushing on, going forward.
Do you know Downeaster Alexa by Billy Joel?
No, I don't. I genuinely don't know a word of that one. I've never heard it. So I will recommend you to Billy Joel. I'm going to write you a prescription to go to Billy Joel's house. He will sing that song to your penis.
Pitbull?
Pitbull?
What about Pitbull? My assistant's boyfriend is recommending Pitbull, but what about Pitbull?
No, Billy. I'm sorry. I just couldn't figure Billy Joel. I thought he looked a lot like Pitbull. I don't know.
No, Billy Joel is a Long Island guy who sings.
Oh, Get Low. That's like perfect.
What? Wait, which one is that?
I don't know. I've never seen any or heard any media.
Okay, well that's not
But
really
it's
gonna
like-
help me. Listen, I'm gonna write you a
Get
prescription.
low.
Okay,
Get low.
so
Get
you
low.
do know
Get
it.
low.
Lil
That's what
Jon,
I'm
he's that
guessing.
boy.
I'm just guessing.
I'm hearing it's Little John.
Someone said Little John. Yeah, if you could try that, that would help.
Alright. Wayne Brady musical improv. That would be interesting. Alright, I'm gonna write you 2 prescriptions. Three prescriptions. One is for the leech treatment. And then when you're drained of most of your blood, I'm gonna have you go to Billy Joel's house. He will sing to your penis. And then if that doesn't work, we're gonna have you go to Wayne Brady's house. And he will maybe improvise a song about retreating or something. Because I don't think
like a
there's many
hoedown?
songs about like a retreat hoedown.
That could be good.
Wayne Brady
Not that I've
will-
ever seen that show or know who that guy is.
Okay, interesting. Okay, whatever. Improvised hoedown to your penis.
Great.
Okay, so my assistant will write these out. We'll call Billy. We'll call Wayne. Call the leech guy. And I think that's gonna be good. Any other things?
That's all for me.
You sure you don't want to lose this addiction to adrenaline?
That's kind of my whole personality right now. So I feel like if I were to do that, I would kind of be like, I would not have an identity anymore.
Okay. What else interests you other than gambling?
I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta head
So-
out. I think that's good on me. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah,
S.
we'll follow up after Billy and Wayne, and
All
we'll
right.
see.
Take care.
No problem. Finally get to reference someone to Billy Joel. I've really wanted an excuse to do that for a long time, so I'm excited to do that. Oh yeah, I guess someone could have prescribed me to sing to him. I'm glad we didn't. Frankly, I thought that would have been a poor taste. So, I didn't have to sing to his penis, which is good. In general, I don't like to sing to penises of my patients. I think that is not healthy for the therapist-patient dynamic. So, going forward, let's see if we can think of solutions other than singing to someone's penis to fix things. We're getting booze and we want me to sing. Just in the room alone? You want me to just sing right now? I don't think that's going to do anything. Let's get our next patient out here whenever they come in, and we'll see what their problem is. Yeah.
Hey, just gonna come on in myself, if that's all right.
Of course. My assistant and her boyfriend are usually pretty hot and heavy at this point in the day. Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. It's good to see you.
Yeah. Sorry I'm late. I just got off work.
That's okay. I was work.
I'd like you to tell me a little bit more about your mother.
The fucking bitch.
Speaking of, I'd like you to tell me a little bit about your mother, if that's okay.
Whoa, buy me dinner first, am I right, Doc?
Hey.
I'm starving.
Okay, we'll get into that.
My mother never had dinner ready when I got home.
Yeah?
No.
How'd that affect you?
I was hungry a lot.
Mother didn't have dinner ready.
Yeah. She didn't have breakfast ready either.
Was she just kind of absentee in general?
Hey, that's my mother you're talking about.
I'm sorry. You tell me where the line is, I won't cross it. So...
Yeah, she wasn't around much.
Okay.
I don't know what you'd call something like that. But...
Absentee, maybe?
Hey!
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm working it out as we go here, right?
Is this typical that I don't get to look at you?
Yeah, please never look at me.
I don't like this.
This is very crucial to the therapy.
I feel like you're just going to be looking at the clock the whole time. I know how you therapists...
I'm not looking at the clock. I'm not going... I haven't worked out what every 30-second interval equates to monetary value for me and checking off $2 more. I'm not doing anything.
$2 more?
Please don't look at me. So you don't have to worry about that. Let's get into it a little bit. So your mom is not around much. We don't know the specific word for it.
Yeah.
Sure is. Have a look at this image and tell me what you see.
Here's another good thing I think we can do. Let's have a look at this image. You tell me what you see here. Remember, there's no right answer.
You following me, Doc?
Am I following you?
Are you following me?
No. Why?
Where'd you get this picture?
Is it? You think that's you?
You tell me. You're the professional. I'm paying you $2.
Can we zoom in a little bit here? 1 second. I'm just gonna focus in on you. And now can we get the picture again? And so you think this is you?
I don't know. I've never seen myself. How could I?
You've never seen yourself. You don't have a mirror. Don't look at me, please. You don't have a mirror. You don't have any kind of. You've never seen yourself in a puddle.
I'm a busy guy.
Okay.
Doc.
What do you do for work again?
I'm a child psychologist.
Wow. That's crazy. That's so you are
just
helping.
Like Ma always wanted.
Really? Was that something she projected onto you?
I don't know what that means.
You're a child psychologist.
She's not like she worked in a movie theater or anything.
Okay.
So I don't know. She wasn't around much. I don't know a lot about her.
Okay. Your mom wasn't around
would like
much.
to though.
You were a child psychologist.
I am. Still am.
You are currently a child psychologist, and you've never seen yourself. So
is that so crazy?
You know,
it's like I'm talking to myself here. It's like I'm talking to a fucking mirror. What's going on?
I won't get into it. Okay. So yeah, that was incorrect. That's not what was in that image. That was a weird sort of effect where it was half of Arnold Schwarzenegger's face.
Oh.
Like mirrored. He's Terminator.
Like for rats?
No, like he was briefly the governor of California. I don't know if that does anything for you.
Like the hotel?
No. Where do you... Okay.
Sorry, I spent a lot of time with children.
So you're not a big media guy?
What's that?
Media? It's kind of tough to give an exact definition, but...
Try, Doc.
It is... Could someone give me a definition of media? I guess it's like audio visual. It's not necessarily have to be audio, or it could be audio or visual information that you are media D's nuts. That doesn't really help. It's like information that is given to you. It's like videos. Wow, I've really never had to.
Videos.
The main means of mass communication.
Could you maybe try explaining it with like a visual aid?
Tell me more about how that makes you feel.
Well, here, this will be a piece of media, and this will help. But you tell me also what you see in this image, okay? Different delivery mechanisms for communication. That's another good one. Some good definitions of media. Media means communication in multisensory form. That's probably a really solid one. Porn is media, okay?
Ooh. I like media.
Okay. Okay. Now we've got him. And again, you're kind of looking at me out of the corner of your eye. I feel like. So don't.
Look,
do
Doc.
that.
I know these games. Do you have the time, by the way?
I don't actually. I mean, we're about 38.
Dollars?
We're about 6 minutes into this session.
Thought you weren't watching the clock.
I just had to do some reverse calculations here. Okay, so let's get this image up.
It was how this makes you feel, not a Rorschach test.
Thank you to my assistant.
Who is it? I'm sorry. Are we not alone in here?
It's just my assistant and her boyfriend listen in because they get bored a lot. Don't worry.
What are they like?
That's not important. I won't tell anyone what happens in this room unless it comes up in conversation. So don't worry. Everything will be fine.
I trust you, Doc.
Good. So how does it make you feel to learn the definition of media, I guess? That's what we were getting, how it makes you feel?
I gotta say, Doc, I'm just so hungry. I don't know.
Feeling hungry.
It's hard to, I don't know if I can equate not knowing that definition to being hungry. If it matters that I was hungry when I got here. You know, it all stems back to my mother, but we don't have to get into that.
We can if you want.
I don't want to trouble you.
What would you say you came in here for today? What's on your mind? What do you want?
That's just it. You're going to think I'm crazy.
Listen, the crazy nut jobs I get in my office every day, these weird freaks, these disgusting monsters that come in here day after day.
Preach, Doc.
Absolutely, brother. You know that most of these people are disgusting freaks.
Yes, especially the children.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you're getting a bunch of disgusting lunatic monsters that you know would be better off outside of society, but we have to sort of deal with them in some way.
Put them back.
I'm 100% with you. So I'm sure whatever you're going to say isn't going to compare to some of the horrendous, awful stuff that these scum who come in here talk to me about.
Okay.
So what do you got for me?
I don't know. I've never really spoken to anyone about this. I'm more of a helper. You know, it's tough for me to accept help. So that's why I'm here, you know.
Yeah. But I'm here to help. For $300, I'm here to help.
Yeah. So that's $2 a minute, $300. So we've got like 4 hours.
It's not $2 a minute.
Oh.
It's $2. Please don't look at me. It's $2 every 15 seconds. So I check off 15-second intervals that go on.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about that, though, and keep that head facing that way. Okay. What did you come in here about?
I'm just gonna turn that back.
No. Hey, stay away from that.
This is gonna
stay
take
away
some
from
time.
that. What do you want? What are you afraid to get off your chest?
I hear voices, Doc.
Okay, that is not good.
Is it?
It is bad. What voices are you hearing? Not to make you feel concerned or anything, because it's good you got that off your chest.
Thank you.
But your life might be ruined forever for saying that out loud.
Oh. Well,
don't look at me. So let's just get into that a little deeper. What voices are you hearing?
I hear a lot of my clients, truthfully.
Are they in the room with you when you hear them?
Usually.
Okay,
yeah,
well then never mind
always.
what I said. You're fine. That's normal. What you're experiencing is somebody being in the same room as you.
So how do I stop it?
Okay, so what I'm getting here is that you don't want to hear your patients talk.
I don't want to hear. It's constant.
Basically. Yeah.
It's not only when I'm working. I work a high-stress job. I'm a child psychologist.
You mentioned that.
But, I would like to be able to leave the office and just leave the work at work. if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Could you speak on it a little bit more? What work is coming home with you?
My clients' voices, of course. I record them just so I can watch the tape, play it back, see what went wrong.
Wow, I would never ever listen to anything any of my patients said to me as soon as that clock hits.
Well, not all of us are so lucky to be able to solve the problems in one sesh, Doc.
Listen, I can't help that I'm talented, okay? That's not my fault. And I won't apologize for it.
I wish you would.
No.
Just for me. For me, I would say, if I may, as a psychologist for children, it might be a good start if you were to apologize.
Well, let's get into this instead. Are you recording the sessions, or are you bringing the kids home with you?
This session?
No, not this session.
Okay.
What are you, what? Also, this is a good question. What type of child psychology are you doing? Is it just sort of general?
Like mostly Koreans.
Okay.
A lot of Korean kids.
I've never heard of a psychologist who specialized in an ethnicity before. So
whoa, what?
What are you
talking?
what?
I don't specialize in ethnicities. That's offensive.
You're just saying you happen to have many Korean patients?
There's a lot of Koreans out there.
Okay.
And a lot of them need help.
Okay.
There's this
totally fine.
epidemic going around, and these Koreans getting caught up in shady things.
Can you speak Korean for us then?
Can I?
Yeah.
I could, but you don't want to hear that. It would take too long.
I feel like it would take the same amount of time to speak any language, wouldn't it?
I suppose, so why bother?
Okay, don't look at me, please.
I didn't look at you.
I just saw you.
I have a thing.
Closer
it's my
to
neck.
It. Okay.
If you could help with that, maybe if we have some time.
Maybe we'll get to that later. I might recommend you go to somebody else for that, though. Okay, so you would like to hear less voices. They're not in your head. It's just you want less audio stimulus, basically.
I don't know. It sounds like that media thing again. I'm just saying that
audio is noises.
Like
Yep, that's audio.
Okay.
Stimulus is...
What is stimulus, Doc? Could you give me an example?
I'm gonna need some help again for the exact definition. It's basically like things. It's like stuff.
I like stuff.
But
stuff you can buy. You buy stimulus?
No, but you can get like stimulated. Have you ever heard that term?
No, Doc. You might have to show me.
No, I won't do that.
Please, Doc.
No.
Doc, I need to be stimulated.
No, I'm not going to sing to a penis, and I'm not going to stimulate a patient.
I didn't even ask for that
I
first
know.
thing.
I'm sorry. That has nothing to do with you.
You doing all right, Doc?
I'm having a long day. I'm having a really long day.
It's 7:30 in the morning.
I know. It's already been a long day. A thing or event that evokes a specific functional reaction in an organ or tissue. I don't think that's it. Singing would be stimulating, but we're not. That's fine. You okay?
Yeah, it's a little warm in here.
Okay. And we are going to get a prescription for you.
Oh, thank
Maybe that
God.
will help you understand.
Score.
That's not necessarily pills or anything, just so we're clear. We're going to see what it is. I'm worried about what it is. Okay. In the meantime, what are you doing? Stop touching the clock and don't look at me. I saw you look at me there.
You mind if I smoke?
I do. I do mind if you smoke in here. So don't. Hey. Nope. Stop it. Don't look at me and stop that.
It's one or the other, Doc. I'm going to look
it's
into
not
those
one or the
eyes.
other.
I'm going to
It's
look in
not
your
one
eyes
or
and
the
we're going to
other.
make some headway.
It is
I'm going to
not
smoke.
one or the other. Thank you. Thank you for hucking that across the room. Great. I genuinely do not know the lyrics to this song. I can maybe get the chorus. Let me really think about this for a second.
Am I paying for
Who thinks
this
about
part?
Seal anymore? Like, Seal is... I feel like I sort of... Somehow I hear the melody of it right now. Do you know that song, Kiss from a Rose?
Only when sung to a penis.
No, come on, no. That's not true. We're gonna just make me read the lyrics? Oh, I do remember a little bit of this now. There's the... Okay. I'd appreciate you never telling anybody this happened, if that's okay.
Hey, this is between you, me, and your assistant.
And I'm going to hope the answer to this is no. Have you ever sung to a patient's penis?
To a patient penis? No. I've never
Okay.
sung to a patient penis.
Doctor, I'm sorry to pipe up. I know I'm just your assistant, but isn't it usually the case that you need to have the patient's penis sort of canted towards you when you say...
No, it is not.
You're going to have to angle it. You're going to have
No, that is not the case. I'm the professional. Thank you. Do
not
look at me.
I'm not looking at you. I'm just getting a little more
But
comfortable.
you have to have it angled toward you. have to see it.
All right, chat's helping me out here a little bit. Thank you to the chat for providing the lyrics. Okay, I really don't remember this super well, so bear with me. But I think it's like ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da da ba da 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 da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There used to be a graying tower alone on the sea, and you became the light on the dark side of me. I will skip to that. We'll skip to that. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen?
Oh, yeah.
I've never actually read the lyrics to this.
Baby.
Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the gray. What? Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits
Can I smoke
no, hits the gloom on the gray. All right. Did that do anything for you? I've never. These lyrics are a bunch of nonsense statements. It sounds like. That's
real good.
Please don't.
Please. Your rules,
Thank you.
dog.
And I have really never heard the lyrics to that. Like read the lyrics to that song, and it is very confusing. Why did I do that again?
It was part of my prescription. Doc.
Okay.
You said it's gonna help me.
Sometimes
I gotta say, during that, no offense, I heard more voices.
that would be. Was it me singing?
It
Kiss
was
from
your
a Rose?
voice, and I heard more of it.
Have you thought about isolating yourself from society?
From what?
Have you thought about isolating yourself from society?
What is that?
So, society, we know what that is. That's people, places.
We live in a society.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Isolating yourself is like removing yourself from it. Have you thought about getting a cabin somewhere in the remote
like
distance?
something you'd do if like your penis was really hard.
I don't necessarily think that, but that'd be one thing that might cause someone to do that.
Okay.
Have you thought about moving into the woods where you will only hear the sounds of nature?
Ooh. No, can't say I have. I work a lot, Doc. I got, bills to pay.
Maybe the work is bothering you. Something I wanted to do before we got derailed by making me sing was
Have a
I
look at
wanted
this
to.
image and tell me what you see.
We'll get into that in a second, but first I'm going to actually have you do this Rorschach test. And what is this?
It's an image.
Okay. Yes.
It's a piece of media.
Don't look at me. It is, but what? I'm glad you're learning. What was it of? What was depicted in the image?
Are there any wrong answers?
There are wrong answers, but there's no right answer. So
Okay.
you don't have to worry about getting it right.
That's fair. Can I see it again?
Yeah. Let's bring it back up.
Okay. That's that has to be Simon from who invented the game, from Simon and Garfunkel. Right?
You think,
That
okay,
was
let me
Simon.
break down all of what you just said. So you think that was a guy, you think it was Paul Simon of Simon and Garfunkel, who you believe to be the inventor of Simon Says.
In so many words.
Okay. That was not correct.
Oh.
So that's wrong. Okay, I did want to do a little role play scenario here, but I think, nope.
I'm
don't
ready.
look at me. Yep. I see.
I'm not, Doc. I have no peripheral vision. I have to look straight ahead.
Okay, I'm noticing you're handcuffed. Can you speak a little bit on that?
That's not what I'm here for, Doc.
But I'm curious about it. It might be relevant. Sometimes we come here and we think we just want to talk about one thing. But in exploring more about ourselves and our day-to-day life, we learn that some factors that we thought were not relevant to our problem might actually be extremely relevant. So you're feeling so worn down that anyone talking makes you upset. Maybe it's relevant to the fact that you are currently handcuffed.
Look, it all goes back to my mom. You know,
who didn't feed you enough and wasn't around a lot?
Yeah, that one. It's just, I don't know, it makes me feel close to her, you know, it reminds me of the times we had.
To handcuff yourself
we had so few of them, Doc. Excuse me for wanting to remember things.
What's going on with your head there? Why is it turning towards me?
Nothing, I have a neck thing, you said you'd help.
I didn't say I would help.
You said you'd try.
I said I could refer you to someone who could maybe help.
I don't know about that.
What about the handcuffs did your mom used to handcuff you? Did you go to jail? Did she go to jail?
I don't know. She wasn't around much. I don't know where she went. You know, sometimes she'd come back with these funny bracelets. Sometimes, you know, she'd come back in stripes. Sometimes she'd come back in one of those orange Squid Game suits.
Okay.
You know, with like a number on it. I don't know.
So your mom was in and out of jails a lot? Does that sound like something that might have happened?
She was out of them a lot.
But you wouldn't see the time she was in.
I never saw her in jail. So who's to say if that's where she's been? You know, and I take things at face value. I'm a child psychologist.
I do want to talk about that a little bit, but let's take a look at this image first. And what do you see here?
Boy, God, that looks like... You know what that looks like? It looks like the limited edition Hot Ones chicken sandwich from Shake Shack.
The limited edition Hot Ones chicken sandwich from Shake Shack.
Is that what it is, Doc? Are you going to feed me?
No. It's not. I'm not going to feed you. That was incorrect. No. That was wrong. Here's what I'm going to do, though, because you're getting a lot of these wrong. Food's on your mind.
You said there was no wrong answer.
I said there was no right answers.
Oh.
I did not say there was no wrong answers.
So then what was that?
It's not relevant anymore. All we need to know is that you got it wrong. That's all I need for my files.
And I'm going to grow from that?
Eventually. Sometimes it's not linear. We have to take one step back before we take 2 steps forward, okay?
I guess. Yeah,
I want to do something here because I do see that...
I'm not a doctor.
You are. I do see that a lot of your problems are rooted in your mother and when you were a child. Interestingly, you're a child psychologist. So let's do a little role play here and see if we can get to something. You be you, and I will be you as a child. And you are going to be doing psychology on me. Does that sound like something you're game for?
That sounds dangerous, Doc.
Why?
Psychology on a child?
What do you do at work?
Well, I'm a psychologist.
For children?
No, I'm a child psychologist.
How old are you?
What does that matter?
How old are you?
Put me in a different tax bracket? You going to charge me differently?
I'm not going to put you in a different tax bracket. This is relevant.
All right.
How old are you?
I'll play your little mind games. I'm 8 years old.
Okay.
Can I smoke in here?
No. No. Stop that. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
All right. Hey, Doc. My teeth.
Bad.
Damn, Doc.
Bad.
I just lost one of those.
Bad.
I guess I could use that money. All this charging me.
Okay. So what are you a psychologist to? Adults?
I don't ask questions. It's not part of the patient-doctor confidentiality. You're not supposed to know those things.
You can ask.
I don't ask names.
Their age.
I don't ask age. You know, we just kind of hang out.
Okay.
You know, we do a lot of play therapy.
Your ass
you
is
know,
the child psychologist. A lot of play therapy. So okay, I need to get a better sense of what's going on here. So let's say I'm one of your patients. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this little role play exercise, if you wouldn't mind.
Can I look at you?
No. You let your patients look at you?
Yes.
That's a mistake.
Well, it's the only way that I can look at them.
No, I mean...
My chair doesn't turn, Doc. It's bolted into the ground.
You can sorry
that some of us are so lucky to have mobile chairs.
Okay, let's try it. I'm coming in. I'm one of your patients. Oh, we're going to get a prescription for you as well.
Thank God. Score!
No, not necessarily. Also, you're 8, so I'm very skeptical to give you pills.
You already sung to my penis, Doc.
I'm now feeling really bad about that. I'm now feeling extremely fucked up about that.
That's good.
Luckily, I am the most normal man, and I can get past that very easily.
Okay.
All right, ready? Let's try it. Hey, doctor, can I come in?
It's for you, Doc.
No, it's not. This is for you.
What is it?
I'm the patient.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Doc.
Hello.
Thanks for meeting with me.
Hey, come over here where I can see you.
Okay, I'll do your little... Hey, Doc, thanks for meeting with me.
How are you?
I'm having a bit of a rough week.
Why is that?
Well, I've been having some problems at work.
Oh no. What do you do for work?
I build race cars.
Wow, I love race cars.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's actually very demanding. There's a lot of engineering involved. It's a very high-pressure job.
You need to find better ways to cope with your stress and to de-stress so you can de-escalate that anxiety that's building up. Here, would you consider maybe
Are you going to prescribe smoking to me?
No.
Okay. Are you out of...
No, I just thought maybe...
Okay.
Just try it.
I will try that later. Thank you, doctor. I appreciate that. Okay. Another problem I've been having is with my relationship. Does that seem like something that would...
That's too bad.
So, I'm having communication problems at home with my partner. What would you recommend for something like that?
Have you tried drawing pictures?
What types of pictures? Pictures about...
Like, pictures of, like, your favorite cartoon characters, if they had, like, big paws, or maybe pictures...
And this is for my spouse? This is for my partner?
It's an you both would do it together, yeah.
Okay. I haven't tried that.
Oh.
I can definitely give that a try. Do you mind if I go sit down?
Yeah,
by the
please.
way?
This is really...
Thank you.
My neck is even harder to turn this way.
Thank you. Well, doctor, you're prescribing me to smoke and to draw pictures of my favorite cartoon characters.
And polish these off.
And what are these? Where did you brought these in? What are these?
It's medicine.
Okay. What type of medicine is this?
To make you better.
Okay. Let's end the role play. Okay?
Oh, well then I'm gonna need those back.
Okay. Okay.
Do you mind if I take pills in here?
Okay. This is actually gonna be pretty good for me. This treatment is for me.
Okay.
Is that how typically your sessions would go? Do you mind if I ask?
My patients aren't usually as whiny, but...
What are they coming in with? Let's I'm gonna call Child Protect. I'm gonna make a phone call.
Okay.
And then I want us to switch. Okay. And I'll be you. Okay, yes. Absolutely. But first, we're gonna do this, where you're gonna be talking as if you're the patient and the doll is the doctor, okay? But first, I have to make a phone call. So just give me 1 second.
Yeah,
Would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Would you earmuffs?
Like...
Yes. Would you earmuffs?
Yeah.
Thank you.
God, it's windy as hell today, Doc.
Don't worry about that. Okay.
Good afternoon, this is Child Protective Services.
Is this an automated message?
No, why would you think that?
Sorry, you just sounded very robotic.
We're paid to be professional around here.
I have a bit of a situation, and I'm hoping you can at least help me. So I'm a psychologist, but not for children. And I have a child psychologist in here. Now, I know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking that's a grown man who's a psychologist for children.
Yeah, not quite. So it's a child who is
what?
It's a child who is a psychologist.
Huh?
I understand it's shocking, but are you
what?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a second to sort of gather what
You can't see me, but I'm hitting my face a bunch of times like Curly from the Three Stooges. What?
Okay.
What?
It's a child who is a psychologist. Are you over the initial shock of that?
Okay, I'm feeling leveled out.
Okay. Is that a problem?
Well, if it's the child psychologist...
I don't think his mom's around. His mom's in and out of jail, it seems like. I guess he has a job, which is maybe, not legal for an 8-year-old, but, is it a problem?
Well, if it's the child psychologist that we were trying to place in a new home who recently escaped, then yeah, it's a really big problem.
Okay.
We had him cuffed to a radiator.
Okay, that's so he has handcuffs on him. Wait, I'm sorry.
Maybe that's him.
You had him cuffed to a radiator? Child Protective Services?
He was acting up.
Okay.
He was acting up. He was acting a fool.
Well,
and we had to keep him tied down.
Okay. Well, if I see him, I'll let you know.
Yeah, shuffle him over here.
If I see him, I'll definitely let you know. But the guy I have in here is different. He's just a psychologist for Korean guys, mostly.
That's this kid.
No.
That's this kid. Keep talking about, Koreans and
What does he look like? What does your guy look like?
Like a big guy with a mustache.
No, my guy's small and has a beard.
GameStop, pants on.
No, that's not my guy.
Those are standard issue here. We can give them all GameStop pants.
My guy is wearing a Canadian tuxedo, so must be a different guy.
You should probably get your day going. I feel like this conversation is taking up a lot of your time.
I agree. Sorry for the confusion. Goodbye. Okay. Sometimes institutions are the bad guys. It's good to learn. Hey. All right, earmuffs are done. Earmuffs are done. Thank you. You did great work.
It's back.
The sounds?
Yeah.
I can't help you with that. So initially I wanted to, oh God, I'm getting an emergency call. I'm sorry. I'm getting an emergency call. I really want to deal with this, but I am getting an emergency call. Just wait 1 second, okay? And then I do want to get into it. I'm on your side, okay? I'm on your side.
Thanks, Doc. Someone's got to be.
I'm with you, pal. Okay, just thank you. Don't look at me, though. Hello?
Hi, it's Child Protective Services calling back.
This is my emergency line. Why are you calling my emergency line?
We had to get back in touch with you.
Okay.
Is that a fucking problem?
Well, might be. I mean, I'm in the middle of work. What's
okay,
up?
Calm down. Calm down.
I'm calm.
Hey, calm down.
I'm calm.
Calm down.
Stop telling me to calm down.
No need to take that tone.
Stop telling me to calm
down.
Stop telling me to
calm down.
You calm down. I am calm. I am calm right now. So you don't need to fucking tell me that, okay? You're lucky I'm extremely fucking normal or I get very upset right now.
Okay, now we're talking. All right, now we're sounding good. Okay. Is he wearing a dog mom hat?
No.
Because if he is,
he's wearing a San Diego Padres hat, okay? Is that your guy?
I think you're fibbing.
I'm not.
Is he petting
calling me a fucking liar?
Okay, here's last question.
Calling me a fucking liar.
Does he have a pet snake? Has he got a little snake with him?
No, I don't believe so. To the best of my knowledge, no.
Gotta pat him down. I'm
not gonna pat down.
I gotta go again. I'll call back.
Okay. Don't fucking call me back. Piece of shit. He's lucky. He's fucking lucky he got a calm guy like me. Otherwise, that would have been a problem.
What was that all about, Doc?
Nothing. What's up with the snake, man? What's going on?
Look, you already sang to it. I don't want to talk about it.
No. Okay. Listen, I do have to get another patient here soon, but really quick, I have to do this role play. Let's say this is one of your patients.
He's really small.
Or no, wait, that's not what we're doing. This is you.
Oh.
And you are one of your patients. No, hey, put that back up. You're too young to have that, okay?
Just wanted to see. I'm curious.
And I did not show that to you. And I did not show that to you.
I don't know about that.
I did not show that to you.
I seem to remember you did. What do I do?
This is you. You are a patient. I want you to have a typical session.
Okay. Hey, why don't you take a couple of these, and then when you wake up...
So your patient comes in and offers you pills? You were the patient.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you. You were the patient.
I'm the patient.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the patient.
Yeah.
And that's me.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Doc. I know you're not a doctor. It's just easier to call you that. But I have a pet snake that I can't look after anymore. And I know that you already have so many snakes, and you probably have a lot of snakes on your person. But I have one more for you. And also, I can't finish these pills by myself. So if you don't mind...
I don't know if it's appropriate for me to be taking these pills from you.
Ah!
What's in them?
Don't worry about it, Doc. It was given to me by someone very reputable. And maybe...
Who?
This... Oops. Oops.
I'm sorry. Please pull my pants up. Please pull my pants up.
You know, maybe if you put the snake through the loops, it would help.
I'll note that. What's on your mind? You just came here to give me a snake and some pills?
I got nowhere to put this snake, and I know that you don't say no to snakes.
That's true. That is something about me.
Mm-hmm.
Have
And
you considered drawing?
Everywhere you go, you let loose 3 to 4 snakes secretly when the people you're with are on the phone or busy or otherwise not paying attention.
That's true. I do that. I do that.
Yes.
So maybe
it's
if I was
kind of like your shtick, Doc.
If I was at a therapy session, for instance, I would do that.
I don't know why you'd go to therapy. You're so normal, but yeah, probably.
Okay.
Oops.
And let's stop. Let's stop.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's stop. I think we had a really productive conversation today.
I feel better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you one last piece of advice.
Okay.
Child Protective Services are after you. Did they chain you to a radiator?
What is that?
It's a thing. It's like a metal thing in a room that makes heat.
Yeah.
Okay, they shouldn't have done that. That's not good.
Okay.
You need to stay away from them. I would recommend you not be a psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever.
It's all I'm good at, Doc.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all I have. And when I leave this room, I'm going to go be that some more.
Okay, fine. I can't stop you from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to meet again. Don't do that. I'm going to take this back.
Okay. Hey.
I'd love to meet again or just know you're okay. If we can just check back in. You're only 8 years old. This is a lot for you to have to deal with.
And a half.
Okay. Is your mom currently in or out of prison?
I'd have to check.
Okay. Go check. And then let's talk again next week.
Oh. But I'm better though, Doc. Do I really have to come back?
I'd like you to come back.
I can't afford to come back, Doc.
Okay, that's fair then, because I need the $300. So just go ahead and pay my secretary the $300. When you find another $300, please come back.
Okay.
Okay?
Deal.
Deal. Don't? Alright, I will shake your hand. Thank you for not looking at me during it.
Yeah. I've gotten used to that part.
Get used to it. You come in here, get used to it.
Cool.
Alright, thank you so much for coming.
Can I smoke out there?
Outside, the world's your oyster.
Oh, great. Well, thanks, Doc.
And where would you have put these snakes? Where would you have put these snakes?
It doesn't really matter where you put them. It matters where they end up. That one's for free, Doc.
Alright, I have to go figure that out. In the meantime, we're gonna go see one more patient. And then, hopefully those snakes are gone. I don't hear them, but maybe they're good at not being heard. Okay, I'm gonna see if my next patient will come in. Deal with that. Hello?
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm having a pretty interesting day. What about yourself?
Pretty good. Say hi to my fans.
Are you filming something?
Yeah. I'm filming a documentary for Ariana Grande.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a big fan of hers.
So you're filming a documentary to present to Ariana Grande?
Yes. When I eventually meet her, I plan on showing her a documentary I made about me tracking her down.
Okay. That is a little concerning. What's your name?
Yeah, I've been told it's concerning. That's why I'm here. My name's Graham.
Graham?
Graham Grande.
Graham Grande.
Grande, yeah.
Grande. Is that your real name, or have you taken your future wife's last name?
It might be my real name. Meow.
Okay.
Are you there? Oh.
Thank you for not looking at me.
You're welcome.
Graham?
Why don't you like people looking at you?
Freud says that to do therapy, you have the patient look away from you for the entire session. They're not to look at you.
Ooh.
That's a Freudian method that I read on Wikipedia.
You big Freudian?
I like them all. Freud, Jung, the rest of them. I like them all. I don't try to get too bogged down in one specific thing. I think I am actually the guy who knows best. So,
you are.
Thank you.
That's why I came to you. I saw you on a bus ad.
That's right. My secretary suggested the bus ad. But listen, flattery will get you nowhere, despite me liking it and making it. So I noticed you hissed at me just now. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Why did it happen? Why did it happen just now? Why did you do that just now?
I'm part cat.
You're part cat.
Yes, part cat, part human.
So now, no judgment here, judgment-free zone. Anything I think about you, I will just talk to the next patient about, not you. Okay. When you say you're part cat, I understand my cursory YouTube video viewing has told me that there is a thing called like furry communities.
Oh yes.
Is that what you are, or are you saying you are actually genetically part cat?
Neither.
Neither. Okay.
I'm not part of that community. I do not become cat to be sexual. I become cat because I like cats, and so does Ariana.
Ah, so Ariana Grande's favorite animal is a cat, so you think if you become part cat, not for sexual purposes, it will just get you closer into her good graces?
Yes, maybe, once she watches my doc.
Okay. Why is this part of the doc?
I'd like you to tell me a little bit more about your mother.
This is actually a great question before we get into that. Tell me a little bit about your mother.
My mother, she's part skeleton.
Oh, that's sad to hear. Did she recently pass?
Aren't we all part skeleton?
Sorry, that's my secretary's boyfriend. Please don't jeer my patient.
Thank you for defending me.
Of course. Good point, though, if you think about it.
It is, yeah.
So, is your mom part skeleton in that she is actively rotting into a skeleton right now because she died?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
That sucks.
It's so bad. I have no one to talk to and I'm sad.
What about, is your dad in the picture at all?
My dad is a part skeleton as well.
Ah, both part skeleton, so they both recently died.
Yes, they both
Tell me more about how that makes you feel.
How does it make you feel that both your parents recently died? How does that make you feel? Not to laugh at that, by the way. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Is there two of you in here?
That is just a reminder to me. That's a little... I set a little, like, thing in my office that will sort of trigger these little reminders to me.
Meow.
Yeah, totally. Totally. So, how does it make you feel that both your parents recently died? And again, I'm sorry for laughing at that.
It's okay. Death is funny.
Okay. So, it makes you feel funny. Okay.
Have you lost someone before, Doctor?
Both of my parents were absentee, and I just sort of shuffled from foster home to foster home growing up, but luckily it had no effect on my mental well-being at all.
Wow, you really dodged a bullet on that.
Yes, it was just lucky that I am the most well put together guy.
And tell me what you see.
I really do want to get some more questions in here, but first I want to get you to look at this image. There's no right answers. Tell me what you see here.
Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys?
Beach Boys. Barbara Ann.
Yeah, okay. That's right. Barbara Ann is a Beach Boys song. You a big Beach Boys fan?
Love the Beach Boys.
Okay, that's not what that was, so that was wrong, but it's good for me to know you're a Beach Boys fan. Is Ariana a Beach Boys fan?
Ariana loves all music.
Really?
Yes, if you see her on the Kelly Clarkson show, she can sing anything.
Okay, that's good for me to know. I wanted to get back to my original question. Why is this part of the documentary?
Well, the documentary is partly about my journey to meet her.
So is the previous scenes in this documentary a bunch of people going, you need therapy, you need to see a doctor, something's wrong with you?
Yes.
And so this
You're
is
the eighth. You're the eighth person I've seen, and the eighth doctor I've gotten on video.
What did the other 7 doctors say to you?
They said I was crazy.
They said you were crazy because you behaved like a cat and you were stalking a woman who's never heard of you.
And they wouldn't give me milk.
Okay. I probably won't do that either if that's cool. But I want to say something to you. Listen. I have one question for you and then I'm going to give you a statement. Do you have $300?
Maybe.
I need a yes or no on that. Before
yes.
you growl? Yes?
Yeah, I have $300. Good. I can totally give it to you.
I don't think you're crazy.
Thank you.
I don't think you're crazy. And let me tell you something. I get some fucking freaks in here. I get some disgusting freaks that have no business being out in public.
That fucking sucks. I'm sorry.
I get people in here who, if I had an ideal world, they'd come in here 5 minutes in, I'd take them out back and shoot them in the head. That's the clientele I get in here sometimes.
It's funny.
It is funny. I don't think that's you. Okay? Is that a purr? Yes. Okay, you're warming up to me? Good. That's what I want.
You can pet me if you want.
We'll get to that, maybe.
Okay.
Okay? I want to get to know a little bit more about this relationship with Ariana. I want to get to the root of that so that maybe we can figure out what's underneath this fixation with her.
I'm an open book, Doc.
Okay. When did you first decide you needed to become a cat and make a documentary about you trying to find Ariana Grande?
When I saw Ariana Grande perform in Florida. 1998, she was 6. It was a Star Search competition.
Oh, how old were you when she was 6?
17.
Ugh.
What's wrong?
Nothing? You have $300, so nothing. Nothing.
That's not weird, right, Doc?
I'm not going to give an affirmative or a negative on that just yet. Good. Okay, so you are 1 year away from being an illegal adult, and you see this 6-year-old at a concert.
She had the best voice I've ever heard. And I knew once she hit puberty, the voice would only get better. And I was correct.
Okay.
You know, he was technically underage too at the time.
Yeah, very technically. Yeah.
Thank you.
So it's probably fine.
Listen.
I like them.
I'm glad they're supportive. I'm glad we all feel this is a supportive, warm space for you.
I like it. Can I have my milk?
Not yet. Maybe never.
Okay.
Certainly not yet.
I'll take oat.
No, I don't have that one.
Okay.
I have regular milk that maybe we'll give to you eventually.
Okay, you don't get fucked up by other milks?
No. I told you that I'm normal. There's nothing about me that is unusual. So I'm able to drink regular milk because I'm regular. So, where was I? Yeah, you see a 6-year-old at a concert and decide to commit your life to being with her as an adult.
Do you like being normal, Doc?
I think it's necessary.
Necessary to what?
To function in society, you need to be in no way deviant from the standards set in it. Otherwise, the world falls into bedlam. Everything's bad. You get weird guys who think they're cats and stalk people. Not you.
Okay.
Just an example.
You can pet me.
I might get to that at one point. I really might get to that at one point.
Sometimes you gotta rock the boat, Doc.
That's an interesting thing to say. That really is.
You know, if you want to smile.
If I want to smile?
If you want to smile, you gotta rock the boat sometimes.
I don't need to smile. I don't need to. I'm lucky enough to not need to. So, I heard a bunch of cop cars outside. Are they coming for you? Have you done anything wrong? Has this fixation with Ariana Grande, who let's all get on the same page about, is now a consenting adult? Has the fixation with Ariana Grande made you in any way do crimes? Or is it just making you be this weird guy? This guy.
If you call drinking too much milk a crime.
No, it's not. Luckily, it's not. Is that all? That's okay. So that's
I also murdered my other therapist.
Don't like to hear that.
Cha-ching.
I don't like to hear that. You murdered all 7?
Save one.
You saved one.
I saved one.
What made you save the one?
He gave me milk, finally.
Okay. I'm gonna maybe give you milk.
Okay.
I'm actually going to get you catnip.
Ooh, it's in your best interest.
It's in my best interest? Okay.
You give me catnip, I'll answer any questions you'd like.
That's good for me. I have found myself in a predicament of sorts where my next patient, and this is not the first time, my patient is maybe going to murder me if I don't tell them what they want to hear. Let me go take care of that.
I sense milk or catnip.
This is catnip. If you just take about a dozen of these.
Oh.
And...
Can I look?
Yep.
Oh!
And I'll get you some milk to go with that.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Can we get a little... I'll just go get it. Yeah, you know what? It's going to take a long time. Can someone just get him a little red Solo cup of milk, maybe?
Red Solo cup, I fill you up.
Do you know that song?
You know, I actually kind of vaguely do.
Yes.
I had two friends who would sometimes make chicken sandwiches together, and they would play that song whenever they did it.
Very, very good song for camaraderie.
Yeah, it was. I felt it in the moment.
Were you one of the ones making the sandwich?
No, I was not.
Boring.
They didn't invite me to make the sandwiches with them, but they would give me one of the sandwiches.
Oh.
Here's your little bit of milk. Here you go. Are you licking it up? There you go.
Good. Whole. Whole milk.
Whole milk, because I'm normal. What else can I do for you to not kill me? If you don't mind me being candid.
You're in the clear. You got me milk.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So let's get into this a little deeper then.
He got me milk. Hey fans. He got me milk, you hear that?
I'm sorry. I just have a quick question about the documentary. Is that okay?
Yes, shoot.
Is it for Ariana or is it for your fans? Because I've noticed you're addressing it like it's a vlog almost. But earlier you said the goal was to get her to watch it, I think?
Yes, the first goal is to get her to watch it, and upon her approval I shall release it to the masses.
So this will be like the doc that made me that made Ariana fall in love with me.
Exactly.
And you can maybe sell that.
Yes, I would. I'd probably shop it around to some streaming services.
Okay.
Maybe Capitol Records, Paramount.
Okay.
Any production studio that'll take it.
Yeah, I could see A24 taking something like
Oh,
this.
I'd like that. They make good content.
Yes.
Have you seen Lamb?
I haven't. Is it good?
No.
Okay.
Lamb was bad.
Okay. I saw the one with the guy with the corpse that farts.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
That one was.
What is that
one? It was
one?
okay. I think it was called Swiss Army Man or something.
Oh, yes. It has Radcliffe and Paul Dano.
Yes, that's correct.
Both of whom I will make a doc about once I'm done this one. Talented.
Talented guys.
Talented.
I've been prescribed to sing a song to your penis.
Okay. What song?
I don't know.
Thank You Next.
You'd want an Ariana Grande song? Can I just be perfectly candid with you? I don't think I know a single one. I'm sorry. Hey, doesn't mean I don't like her. Doesn't mean I don't... Okay, I will pet you. I will pet you. I will pet you.
What's the prescription, Doc?
It's for me to sing a song of my choice to your penis. And do you have a cat penis?
Yes, it's very sharp and corkscrewy.
Yeah, that checks out. I wish I knew the Red Solo Cup song better. Can you give me a couple bars of that?
Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Proceed to party.
That's basically it.
Can my secretary help me out on this one?
With that song?
Yeah.
What would you want me to do?
Just harmonize with me.
Oh, yeah, I could try.
Because I'm going to need you to sort of make sure I'm on the lyrics here. And please don't look at me while you do this. Thank you. All right. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Red Solo Cup, I fill you up.
Proceed
to party. Let's have a party.
We flipped those around accidentally.
Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Proceed to party. All right, I think we got it. Did that do anything for you? Because I can't.
I loved it.
Okay, good.
You're the best therapist I've had yet.
I'm glad to hear that. That's objectively true, and I'm glad for some acknowledgement of that.
Ariana's gonna really enjoy you.
So why will I be meeting her?
When she sees the doc.
Okay, just like I'll be a fun character in the doc.
Yeah, you'll be a fun character. The only live character.
You really know how to butter my bread. I mean that as a compliment.
Did you say butter?
Do cats like butter?
We love butter.
Is that really a thing?
It has milk in it.
I guess so. There's like enzyme. Yeah, okay. I guess so. Have you ever... No, that was a different thing. That was dogs. It was
What?
Butter dog. You ever seen that TikTok? That's not important.
Butter dog?
Yeah.
Does it lick butter?
It's like someone puts butter on their dog, and they're like, butter dog. I don't know.
I like that.
Really hard to...
TikTok is weird.
Yeah, it's a weird place.
I make TikToks too.
What type of TikToks do you make?
The type of TikToks where it's just still photos of Ariana Grande, and it transitions into each photo with a glitter overlay.
What's playing in the audio?
Korean trap.
Korean trap music?
Correct.
Dog with the butter on, butter dog. That's it. That's the one.
Butter dog.
Yeah.
You are fun. You said you were normal, but you watch Butter Dog.
I'm extremely normal, but I also definitely know how to have the correct amount of fun in my life.
That was lame.
What I just said?
Yeah.
It's your opinion. Listen. Have you ever considered, take this totally at face value, this is not an order, this is just something one of the things that came on my mind during the session of many things, and it doesn't have to be anything other than that. Have you ever considered that maybe Ariana Grande will not be interested in marrying you?
That's my worst fear, Doc.
Let's do a hypothetical situation.
Or she agrees to marry me and then separates from me like she did to Pete.
Your worry is that she will have a very public relationship with you, but then break up with you after like a year?
Yes.
And make a song about moving on from you?
Oh, yes, humiliation.
And then say that you have a big penis, and then you'll have to admit that you don't publicly?
Yes, what a disaster. That would suck, right?
That would suck. And that would suck, but it would also kind of be nice for that year at least. I'm talking about a different scenario.
Wait, so you want to have a big penis?
I don't think that's... Some people say it's nice to have a big penis. I think what you want to focus on is the situation, and again, this is just a hypothetical, let's not get too worried. Listen, it's okay. Let's say in a hypothetical scenario, you present your documentary to Ariana, in which I am still alive when it premieres.
Yes.
And she finds it actually scary. And maybe her handlers accost you, and you are put on some kind of watch list. How would that affect you?
I would kill myself.
Okay. I appreciate your candor. I appreciate you being really honest and open about that.
It was hard to say.
Good.
But I would.
Good.
If I don't get her appreciation and if her handlers don't give me the time of day, I will kill myself.
Now, have you looked up what she has been doing since dating Pete Davidson?
She's married now.
That's right.
She's married to a good man.
What's his name? Do you know who it is?
No idea.
I don't know either.
No.
What is your plan with him?
Do you really want to know that, Doc?
You know, I'm starting to wonder if I do. I'm starting to think I might be...
I'd probably kill him. Yeah, I'd probably... I'd probably straight up murder him.
Culpable here.
Yeah, probably a throat slit.
I really wish you didn't tell me that the more I've thought about it.
Do you have to report me now?
No, what? No, I'm not licensed, man. I make my own rules. Don't worry.
You're mad chill.
I am. I got you. Thank you for not looking at me when you put the fist out there. There's some things that I really like about you, man.
Like what?
I said, you know how to butter my bread.
Butter dog.
Yeah, butter dog. dog with the butter on.
What kind of dog was it?
I don't remember. It was like a medium-sized dog, I think.
The mutt, most likely.
Something like that. And then also, I respect you respect the rules.
Tell me what you
okay,
see.
let's get another Rorschach test up. Maybe this will help me sort of build a strong psychological profile of you here.
Rorschach. Bingo.
It's Bingo?
Yeah.
Like that's his name?
Yeah. And the board game.
You think this?
It's a bingo sheet.
You think that is a bingo sheet?
It's a bingo sheet.
So the BINGO at the top?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of numbers?
Yeah, and a bunch
That's what
of-
you're seeing right now.
Of course.
When you look at this image, you're seeing bingo, BINGO, and a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a used bingo sheet.
Okay. And, that was actually correct. You got it right. You got it right. Congratulations. Yep. Hey. You got it right, bud. You got it right.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's work through, because I like you. You have $300. I'd love for you to be a weekly guest of mine, a weekly patient of mine, where you come in
I need
here.
all the help I can get, Doc.
You come
Especially
in here.
when it comes to editing. You know how to edit?
No, I don't. I'm a bit of a mess on that, actually, if I'm being honest.
Fuck.
I'm just sort of getting the basic cuts. I don't know how to do zooms. I don't know how to do anything. Like
Yeah,
that.
me neither. I
Fades,
can't do
yeah.
zooms.
I'm a real
keyframes.
mess on that.
Well,
What if I want to find a scenario where you can come in here every week, compliment me, respect the rules, and give me $300? I don't want to give up on that scenario. My worry is if you finish this project, that you will go to jail for the rest of your life.
and
Not
you-
because of me. I would never do that to you. I think you're a cool guy.
I think you're a good owner.
Okay, let's slow down on that owner talk. Let's slow down on that owner talk.
Okay.
What can we do? What if? Okay, here's an interesting idea. An interesting thought.
Look at him ramble, friends.
Hi.
He's rambling.
Here's an interesting thought. Do you have any people in your own life that you could maybe establish a healthy relationship with that could potentially blossom into a romantic relationship that will be mutually reciprocated and you won't have to murder their spouse?
The old man at the park who feeds me fish.
Okay. There's an old man at the park who feeds you fish.
Yeah, he's blind. He doesn't know I'm human. He thinks I'm full cat.
And you think this could be a healthy relationship you could establish?
Probably not, I guess.
I would just worry that eventually you'd have to admit you are a human, you're not just a cat. Just because I'm sort of picturing a romantic relationship, right? I'm trying to maybe find you like a spouse going forward.
Honestly, Doc, outside of the old man at the park, you're the only one I talk to.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
1729 Romeo Drive.
Okay.
It's a 2-bedroom that I just run by myself.
Wow, that must be a little pricey, right?
Yeah, it's about $2,000 a month. Yeah.
What do you do for work?
Oh, I'm a developer.
Oh, wow.
I code. Yeah.
That's good. It's a good occupation.
Pretty lucrative. Yeah, just go to coding boot camp. You'll learn in like a few months.
That's a good occupation, and that's stable.
It's very stable.
As
yeah.
the world changes, coding's actually going to be even more needed, so that's really good.
It's the future.
That's great. And you know what? In the future, too, you could be a very dependable, stable, loving spouse to someone.
But not Ariana.
I didn't say that. Hey, don't murder me because hey, listen, it's okay. I didn't say that. I just said, what if? Let's entertain the hypothetical. What if it was someone who you didn't see at a singing competition when she was 6 years old?
Okay.
What if it was a neighbor or a coworker or someone you meet at a coffee shop?
I do have a few neighbors who meet my fancy when it comes to looks.
Tell me a little bit about them.
Well, there's this one neighbor I have. Her name's Guinevere.
Guinevere?
She's a maiden. She's currently courting King Arthur.
King Arthur?
Yes, my other neighbor. King Arthur isn't courting Guinevere currently, but she's so beautiful that I hope I can enter her castle and court her myself.
Are the neighbors part skeleton as well?
Yes, they are.
How did they become part skeleton?
Merlin killed them.
And who's Merlin, if I might ask?
Merlin's a fine wizard.
And is Merlin another guy you are sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad. I appreciate your honesty.
I'm trying.
No, hey, I appreciate your honesty.
There's just no one I can think of. No one.
Well, if you hadn't killed that lady, maybe it could have been her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's think about other people you have not yet murdered. Or just let's entertain the idea that there somewhere out there is a woman you haven't killed who is not Ariana Grande who could potentially be a long-term partner of yours. How does it make you feel just to sort of think about that potential? Is it scary? Is it exciting?
It's a little exciting. Once I get beyond the fear of not having Ariana as my promised wife. It's not so bad.
Sometimes when things are meant to be, they happen. And when something's truly meant to be, you usually don't have to kill a series of people to get it to be so. This is something I like to say.
Have you found
Generally.
love?
Me?
You sound like you have.
No one is normal enough to date me, I have found. And
it's funny.
It is not, this may be funny. I have had, they have had some problems in that they don't meet sort of some of the specifications I would require to have a long-term partner, but...
oh, you're picky.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yeah, and it doesn't bother me, though, because it's all of their collective losses. And that's an attitude I would recommend you take with Ariana. If she's going to stay married to some guy who neither of us can name at the moment, if she's going to go out there and be an international pop superstar, and she doesn't want to have... Oh, sorry, I'm getting emergency calls. She doesn't want to have a cat... It's okay, it's okay. If she doesn't want to have a cat documentarian as her husband, that's something that maybe is her loss, and it's something we're maybe going to have to get... it's something we're maybe going to have to just sort of let happen naturally.
Thanks, Doc.
Hello, this is Dr. S. Oh, and
Hi,
this
is Dan Goldstein.
Dan Goldstein?
Yeah, I'm Ariana Grande's agent.
And why are you calling me?
Yeah, I've just been calling around the area. Apparently, Ariana is, well, gosh, please keep this on the down low, because if the tabloids get a hold of this,
Listen, I don't tell people anything unless it comes up in conversation.
Okay, great. Well, Ariana is somewhere in the area right now. We lost...
In now York City?
She's turned off... somewhere in your immediate vicinity. She's turned off her tracking device, which we implanted into her arm. I guess she dug it out or something. And she's around. So we were just hoping if you see, a pigtail kind of out and about or something like that, or you hear sort of her singing voice or something, if you could please report it, because she's on the loose.
Why do you need me to report it?
Well, we're trying to bring her back so we can, take care of her.
What are you afraid of happening to her?
I'm not at liberty to say, but please, just if you see Ariana Grande, please let us know.
Is this some kind of prank call?
I wish it were.
This is my emergency line.
This is a matter of grave emergency, so please please let us know
Please
if you
don't
see
look at
her.
I heard Ariana.
So what? She's out and about nearby right now, unsuspecting, waiting for anything to happen to her at any moment.
Yeah, well, she's not waiting for anything to happen to her at any moment. We don't know what she's doing. She's removed her tracking device. This is unprecedented, and we need to get her back. It's a matter of grave national security.
Okay, listen. I'm not some idiot, right? I'm not some dope that you can just pull the wool over my eyes or something. I'm one of the most intelligent and normal people in the world, okay? So don't waste my time with this bullshit. Okay? I'm in the middle of a session right now.
All right, I'm going to level with you. This is an MK Ultra situation. I'm not really. I'm supposed to tell people I'm the manager, but really I'm an agent with the CIA. Ariana Grande is one of our most important subjects, and if she escapes, if Ariana escapes without her tracking device, there's untold damage that she could do not only to this country but potentially to the world. So, from one intelligent person to another, you need to make sure, and please make sure that her trigger phrase is not mentioned. It's meow.
If you're in the CIA, you're definitely intelligent. I will make note of that. Listen, one question before you go.
Yeah.
Would she ever be interested in dating a documentarian guy who dresses up like a cat? It's not about you. Not about you. Would she ever be interested in doing something like that?
Of course not. That's disgusting.
Okay. What happens if her MK Ultra phrase gets triggered?
Oh, you do not want to know.
Is she like at the whim of whoever triggers it?
If only it were that simple. I have to get out of here.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Bye bye.
Godspeed.
Prank call.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. Prank call.
Did I hear Ariana Grande's name?
It was this prank call. I don't like these, but it was a prank call where someone said they were with the CIA and that Ariana Grande had turned off her tracking device in the nearby premises and that she was susceptible to, she had a activation phrase, which was a meow. And they said that if she were to hear this meow, that something crazy would happen. They couldn't really give me what it was, though. But don't worry, I get these pranks all the time. I had somebody calling me, asking me to vote the other day. There's no election.
Yeah,
there was
no
an election 2 years ago.
Yeah, there's only one election.
Yeah, so sometimes you just get prank calls. It's okay.
I wish it was real.
I wish it was real too sometimes.
That would be ideal.
I know. What does this meow mean, if I don't mind me asking?
It's longing.
It's a longing meow?
Yeah,
That's
it means
cute.
I want what I can't have.
That's cute.
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah. I agree. Okay. I understand.
I'd like you to tell me a little bit more about your mother.
Let's get into a little more details about your skeleton mom. Maybe that'll make you feel better?
Yeah, sure.
What would your skeleton mom say if she heard that you were making a documentary to get to Ariana Grande?
She'd probably say something like, "Get a real job. You need to get a real job. Stop stalking people."
Were you coding at the time?
Yeah, I was early boot camp.
She didn't respect that as a real job?
Yeah, she didn't. She has no vision for the future.
Well, she doesn't understand computers, right?
No,
So she probably thought you were going on MySpace or something all day, right?
Yeah, if she knew what even MySpace was.
Well, listen.
MySpace is beautiful.
You like MySpace?
Yeah, I like designing my interface.
Okay, cool. Listen.
Hello Kitty interface.
I bet you that it gave you some real insecurity problems.
Yeah.
That your parents didn't understand your profession, and you constantly felt like you had to prove yourself to them when you weren't really doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Do you think that created some kind of rift in your heart? That you felt that you needed to be understood in a way?
Yeah, maybe. It's hard when your mom and dad don't even know what you do, and they don't give you pats on the back, they don't give you milk.
I understand that.
Yeah, when they're just not giving you milk ever.
It's it's very hard when your parents don't give you milk. Okay?
Yeah, your parents same?
I was moved foster home to foster home.
Well, that's worse.
No, it wasn't. And it can be. In my case, it was not.
You really lucked out.
Yeah.
I saw this movie with the Olsen twins, where they were orphans, and it turned out good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the same thing.
It's like your story.
Pretty much the same thing that happened to me. Except I don't have a twin. I was alone the whole time. But
I'm
it was
sorry.
okay. Nope, don't apologize. Do not apologize.
Of course.
Okay?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Owner's mean.
And let's watch that owner stuff. Okay? I'm a little busy now. What's up?
I just gotta pop in. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Can I help you?
Hi. It's me. You know who I am.
You're a dog?
Nope.
You're Ariana Grande.
Well, yes. I'm half Ariana Grande and half a dog. And I am looking for some Percocet. I am looking for oxycodone. I'm looking for some perk. I'm looking for roxycodone.
Did you write this down?
Ariana, look.
The words are a little too big. I can't,
I made it for you.
Oh no.
What is this?
You're in grave danger.
It's a documentary I made for you.
What are you doing to this guy? Is that you?
Yeah. I'm slitting his...
Oh, you slit that motherfucker's throat! That's fucking sick! Wow, that's really good.
Pet it.
Will I get some Percocet if I pet it?
Maybe if they write.
If you can get me some Percocet, I'll pet this dude. Okay, I'll do it.
Just do it in the meantime.
All right. Okay. All right. So what's up?
Nothing.
I saw a sign outside that said doctor's office. That's where I usually get my Percocet.
I am a therapist, so I'm not necessarily someone who can get you perk, but we can potentially
Have a look
write
at
a
this image
prescription.
and tell me what you see.
But first, Ariana, thank you for coming, by the way.
Yep.
I'd like you to look at this image and tell me what you see.
Looks a lot like the album cover for Kanye West's previous album.
It does.
But with poop on
Put it back up. It really does.
Kind of a pretty potent metaphor for anti-Semitism, huh?
Maybe.
Takes a beautiful piece of art and turns it into poop. When you think about it.
It was a great album.
So why?
So where is this Percocet?
I'm working on that. In the
this
meantime, have you ever met
Perky for Mama?
Have you ever
Perky
met
for Mama? What?
You ever met this charming young cat gentleman?
I have not, but they are making quite a strong impression on me. Hey, I have some folks. They work for a place they call the Central Intelligence Agency, and I could use some of what you got there in that little motion picture you got. I could use some of that on those
Anything
folks.
for you, Ariana.
Okay, we're
As
gonna.
long as you promise to wed me.
You're coming on a little aggressive.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, we can chill.
We didn't mean
Can
it.
I
like
chill? Yeah,
Can I
it's whatever.
sidebar?
I'm gonna quick
We should.
sidebar before you sidebar.
Yeah,
Okay.
do your thing, boys.
Can you speak up a little bit?
What the fuck?
He's just a little nervous. He's a very nice guy. Did you see that video of him killing that lady?
Yeah, it was sick. It was fucking sick. I'm wet.
Okay. Isn't danger?
I'm wet.
Isn't danger sometimes interesting?
I'm wet and I need some Percocet.
Okay.
I can't help but rhyme because I'm a singer because I'm a songstress.
You're very talented. I can tell just from.
Okay, well, if you got a flavored cigar, I'll take a flavored cigar. Like
I
a
feel like
cigarillo.
you're smoking one right now. Am I wrong about
Vote no on Prop whatever the one is that doesn't let me smoke my flavored cigars, my cigarillos.
Stay here. What if you maybe went on like a date with the cat guy and got to know him a little bit better and maybe divorced your husband because I think your husband is in grave danger right now? What would you say to doing something like that?
That's a CIA husband, by the way. I just got to say that
It's
for the
fake?
record. Yeah, I was
Okay.
I was totally set to seal the deal with old Pete Davidson, with old Petey boy. And then the CIA said, no, this guy, he's got some connections in Latin America that we're going to take advantage of. And I said, I'm Italian, but I can pretend to be whatever race you want me to be. You know what I mean?
Totally.
You can look at some old pictures of me, I'm white as a sheet. Okay, I don't know what to make of that.
What's like an ideal?
That's a CIA thing
what's
for
like an
sure.
ideal-
For sure.
What's like an ideal
spook?
Can you shut the fuck up? What's like an ideal first date for you, for instance?
Carriage in the park. We score some Percocet, and we vibe.
Okay. Can I have a sidebar with my buddy over here?
Where should I stand? Just you're gonna do a sidebar.
Earmuffs, stand up, turn around, earmuffs.
Also, I should just reiterate just real fast.
You're also partly
I
a
am
dog.
half dog.
Yeah, I understand that. Is that a problem that my buddy here is part cat?
Well, I'll tell you what. It's pretty rough.
Okay. We got about.
I heard that.
We
That
got
was
about
good.
7 minutes till the end, so I don't know if you thought you were.
That was a button. I thought for sure that was a
Stand
button.
up.
It was a good one.
Stand
All
up.
right.
Turn around.
What do you got? Books.
Just read some books, but
Yeah,
earmuffs,
we
please.
got-
Earmuffs, please.
I'll tell you what. I'll say the book titles out loud.
No.
and I'll be like earmuffs.
Just put the fucking earmuffs on.
I'll be quiet about it.
So I can have a conversation.
Huck Finn.
She's cute, isn't she?
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to be cool.
The complete works of Henry James.
Don't make a big deal about it. Don't say like I'm gonna wed you, I'm gonna kill your husband. My understanding is the husband's not
A
real.
lot of Richard Scarry books up here.
Here's what you're gonna say.
Husband's not real, that's good.
It's like a CIA thing.
Sweet.
I say I would love to go on a
Jack
carriage
Andy.
ride through the park.
Oh, Jack
and you go,
Andy.
can you shut the fuck up?
One Freud.
Can you
book
shut the
here.
fuck up?
You're doing a Freud thing.
Yeah,
got one
can you
Freud
just
book on
shut
Can
up?
you just shut up,
Can you
please?
shut up?
Can you shut up, please, for
God,
2 fucking seconds?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, carriage ride?
Carriage ride through the park. Say let's go find Percocets together, or Oxy, or something to get us fucked up.
Yeah, any painkiller?
Any sort of painkiller. Then, when you're on that date, just be cool, be normal. You seem to already be halfway to sealing the deal.
Yeah.
Show her more clips from your documentary. You know, brag about you're a documentary filmmaker. That's cool. Like, talk about how you have your own 2-bedroom apartment and how like you have a stable, dependable
Yeah.
job, but you also have a fun sense of adventure. Things like that.
I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's try
When
it
do I
out.
go in for the makeout?
That's gonna be, I would say, like midway through second date. You try to
Okay.
kiss her.
For sure.
If she's receptive to that, eventually later on you try to make out with her. Okay.
Okay, dope.
It's all about playing your cards right. Be patient.
Of course.
Okay.
Do you want to fuck?
No.
Is this Percocet?
Those are Benadryl. That's a lot of Benadryl.
That might work.
It'll put you to sleep.
That's fine with me. I think
I don't think it will.
I'm gonna split.
You probably haven't shit in a long time.
Ariana, do you want to go on a carriage ride?
Yes. And do what?
And do Percocet and Oxycontin and Tylenol?
Well, fuck me sideways. That sounds like a good time.
Okay. I did it.
Whoa! Did you just say meow?
Meow!
Everybody stop.
Oh,
Everybody
fuck.
stop.
This is the activation
Everybody stop.
freeze.
I have to kill Jacobo Arbenz.
Hey everybody, we're the Everything Now Show. Thank you so much for coming. We do this every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern. Saturday at 6 and 9. So thank you so much. If you're not already, please follow the show. And don't forget to join our Discord because we do a fun, cool image submission game thing every single episode, every single one. And also, you can subscribe to our YouTube where you can watch every single episode and some shorts as well. So go ahead and follow that, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well.
Tell me more about how that makes you feel.
It makes me feel bad to do this. I hate having to do this at the end of every episode. I wish this wasn't necessary, but it absolutely is, because people do actually do it when we say it every single time at the end of the episode. But personally, it makes me feel bad about myself. I had one time considered myself an artist. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. And we couldn't have done tonight's episode without our special guests. So Jesse and Jake, please come on out, and we will get you standing under the sign.
Do a little pose. Give us a little something. Oh, that's really good.
Really beautifully done.
Beautifully
That's excellent.
on Instagram.
Really beautifully done.
So hey fellas, you guys, you're busy. You got some stuff going on. You got shows to talk about, some other entertainment related activities to share with us.
Yeah, shit, I'm trying to think. I got some videos coming out on Funny or Die Network
new one
channel.
today, and if you follow his Instagram, which is in exclamation point guests, you can watch those.
Yeah, so yeah, there's about 4 coming out, so just enjoy those. Otherwise, just follow me, I'll keep you updated.
Beautiful.
Follow this man.
Prop 69, everybody, check it out.
Take
Very
your private
fun stuff.
Instagram. Do you want people to see that?
I do not.
Okay.
Do not follow this man.
Do not follow him.
I am a frequent, very frequent, collaborative member of a show called Everything Now, and you should check it out whenever you get a chance. I'm there all the time.
You've
Yeah.
seen this man a million times this year.
You know me.
Real
From before.
Real now heads will know. These guys here all the time.
Actually, real
now
heads
will know
know
because
him
Jake
from-
has actually been in all 3 iterations of this
years
studio. Yeah, Jake was on one of the first 5 episodes of this show ever.
Maybe you remember the Moroscos?
Yes.
Yes.
If you scroll all the way back, they've removed the ability to search by oldest on YouTube. But if you scroll all the way back to the very, very beginning of the YouTube, you can watch some early episodes of Jake. Otherwise,
that's it. We'll see you back here on what's today? Monday. We'll see you back here on Thursday night
you
for
guys
a
stream
brand
earlier
new.
for East Coast viewers. Are you fucking kidding me?
This
bro?
is the
You're
earliest
doing
we
that.
can do because
We
are
already
in
moved-
LA.
we already moved it up
just
an
changed
hour.
our show to be from
Greedy.
8 to 10 to 7 to 9.
You're fucking
So we're doing it earlier. And if you can't watch it, sorry. But we'll be back here Thursday night, same time, 9 p.m. Pacific. Or no, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to follow us on Twitch to get notifications for that, and join our Discord so you get notifications that way.
We're gonna raid Phaseria.
We're gonna raid
He's
Phaseria.
raided us in the past.
They do music.
You East Coast motherfuckers have the Times Square Forrest Gump location, and you're still greedy. You still want more. You can't get enough, huh? Can't get enough good stuff.
Sorry.
When is enough enough?
When
I
is
ask
enough
you.
enough? 10 to midnight was a little late. Well, sorry.
Greedy East
Move west.
Coast. There it is.
Or get us $10,000 and we will do this whenever you want.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna raid now. Bye bye.
Bye. Good night.
Pushing a lot of these episodes in a dress. I wonder what's going on with that.
Sign of the times.
Could be anything.
Sign of the times. Great work, boys.
Thanks again, guys.
Of course. Thanks for doing it.
Very fun.
Thanks for coming by, guys.
Yeah, thanks for putting up with me, fellas.
Oh, come on.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I need that
to,
GameStop
3 times a
trip,
week
man.
now.
Yeah, I meant to be shot at one point.
Oh, damn. That would have been good.
Yeah, that would've been good.
We need to get some squibs in here.
You do.
That would be, that's the next
We
special.
can
effect.
watch this thing.
Yeah.
Or just use green squibs.
Green squibs.
Yeah.
Squib game.
You get shot with the background gun.
Yeah, it was wild you did a Korean man tonight, Jake. That was really good.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Korean man.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been working.
Yeah,
We love-
like to do that, and it's
I've become a chameleon.
The patience that you had for the child psychologist bit, that was beautiful.
Yeah, you know, it's just
A conceit to be revealed that late is so beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
it was definitely planned. I've been thinking about it for weeks. It wasn't just like rumor association.
And